So in this video, we're going to do a map tour of this area. We're going to walk you through some of these subdivisions, show you exactly where they're at in proximity to things, and just give you a really good understanding of that area with a map tour, and we're getting after it right now. Jon Burden over at Woosah Properties here in Durango, Colorado. And we're getting calls, texts, emails from people wanting to move here to Durango every single day. We absolutely love it. If you're even thinking about moving to Durango, make sure to give us a call, text, email, days, nights, weekends. We've got your back when it comes to moving to Durango. We're going to start by talking to you about some of the pros and cons of this area first off. So I want to mention that we're in higher elevation here. So you are near Purgatory Resort or even past Purgatory Resort, and some of these subs at least accessible to throw on your tires. Just really be aware that this area gets a lot more snow than in town Durango. We're 2,000 to 3,000 feet higher than in town Durango. So you're getting quite a bit more snow. And obviously, if you're looking at this as a summer home, this area is perfect. This area is incredible as a summer home. Still, there might be a few cons. You do have a longer drive to downtown Durango. So if you want to eat in downtown Durango, hang out, Purgatory Ski Resort is about 30 minutes to downtown Durango. But this subdivision is really cool. It's a really exclusive subdivision, if you will, really nice gated subdivision. They all have great, good amount of acreage, like I just mentioned. This is just past the Needles County store. So if you're driving up here, kind of trying to figure out where it's at, here's the Needles County store right here. So it's just past there. You're driving a little bit and then you hit a gate there. And this is just an incredibly scenic, gorgeous area. The east side borders San Juan Forest, so there's unobstructed views, right? So you can see the forest right in here, unobstructed views. Some lots can see Lake Electra, lots of meadow area. There are gravel roads, so again, just going back to really recommend having a four-wheel drive vehicle. And here's Electra Lake right here, and then Ignacio Lake right there.
I'm Ignacio.
But Electra is the big one that is really well known. And some of these homes will sell fully furnished. There's one on the market right now. The HOA is $6,500 a year. It's going to cover sewer, trash, snow removal. And
I'm Ignacio.
The price ranges, at least as of now, are about 2 to 10 million in this subdivision. Lake Purgatory is the next subdivision that I love showing people. So this subdivision takes you right past Columbine Lake, and it's just so gorgeous and scenic. What I love personally about this is it's not just a pond. I know I've said this about some other subdivisions, like Falls Creek Ranch. This subdivision as a summer home, I mean, it doesn't get much better. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so let's see if I don't think this will let us look at the street view, but that subdivision is gorgeous. So here is Wyndham Ranch. There's two sides to it. And again, what's so cool about this is they do grab views of Electra Lake. And these homes are very high-end homes, good size homes. You're seeing 5,000 to 6,000 square foot homes in here. I should say 4 to 6, just ranges. A lot of them have their own private drive. And again, you are still getting a lot of snow in this area. You're south by a little bit, but not by much from Purgatory. Here's another great hiking trail that's really worth mentioning is Elbert Creek Trailhead. Click on that and show you some of these photos. This one is a lot of fun, really gorgeous. It only took us maybe an hour and a half to the top. You pass this little home right here. See a lot of aspens up here, and check out these views. I mean, these views are stunning. And so this is where some of these are just talking about. And yeah, this is a really cool trail. Doesn't take long to get to the top. It is a bit of climbing, but it's not anything super technical. And so it's right here, Needles County Square, and you're going to park right in here. And that's how you're going to get there. And it's going to be way up, take you way up here to give you an idea. And so there's some incredible, I mean, that's what's amazing about living in this area, the mountain area, is there's awesome fishing. You've got the Animas River. You've got the Hermosa Creek, which is actually down further south, but you've also got these lakes to fish. There's just so much to do up here as far as hiking and mountains and yeah, just 14ers peaks stuff that you can do up here. It's just endless. So you see all of these are all the trails. Dutch Creek Trail, Elbert Creek, that's the one we were just talking about. 9.8 miles. I believe that is not the one that, I guess what I was going to say is it's much, you can make it further than just going to the top. You can continue and make it further or add on to it. It's Purgatory. Then there's a bunch of trails right over at Purgatory Ski Resort. And what's so cool is this can connect into Chicago Basin where there's these 14ers. There's Wyndham, there's Amherst, or some of these are 13ers, but there's also a bunch of 14ers out this way as well. And so you're just in tons of national forest when you have a home up here, just right in your backyard. And that's just going back to, like I was mentioning, one of these subdivisions just backs up to national forest. A lot of these properties do. You want to be aware if you're on the west side of the highway. A lot of these are just backing up to the mountain. So you're not going to have a lot of trails back there as you will on the east side. And so another subdivision is Castle Rock. I'll just bring that one up. Again, that's something to make sure that you look into. Some areas rentals aren't allowed, some they are, especially if you're thinking, hey, I'll rent this out for most of the year and then I'll come in and enjoy it. You really want to be careful to make sure rentals are allowed. In the Castle Rock area, it would need propane and it backs up to the Hermosa Cliffs. So that's kind of like I was mentioning earlier. Want to be aware that some areas aren't going to have those trails behind you if they back up to the Hermosa Cliffs, which is right here, just kind of all this area. So again, some things to just be real cautious of is this is great area for summer. I mean, it's awesome for the winter too, as long as you know what you're getting into and you're aware that, hey, this is going to get a lot of snow. Just being aware of that is very important. There are tons and tons of awesome hiking up this way. I would love to have a property up here because for that reason alone. There's awesome mountain biking back this way too. Again, something I didn't touch on is Purgatory Ski Resort has some awesome downhill mountain biking, and that's downhill. So downhill is sweet. Of course, you can have your uphill up there as well, and I'll just show you some of that. So here's Spud Lake, also known as Potato Lake is the other term for it. And so that trail, Old Lime Creek Road, is going to take you into Spud Lake. And that's a really cool hike. It's only about a mile and a half in. And let's see if we can show you some photos of that. And this is going to be kind of in your backyard if you end up buying a property up in the mountain area. I mean, look at that. It's pretty gorgeous in there. And there's Purgatory. And again, there's Spud Lake. There are a few other lakes on the way up to that lake. We've got a few other trails right here. East Cascade, West Cascade, Tour Engineer. And then you've got Relay Forest. You've just got so many different trails that take you back in this area. And then you're not too far from Silverton as well. You're another 30 minutes up to Silverton. And now as we come back in here, there's so many different trails. There's, again, the Hermosa Creek Trail. That's one we've touched on when we were talking about the north area of Durango. We're getting calls, texts, emails from people wanting to move here to Durango every single day, and we absolutely love it. If you're even thinking about moving to Durango, make sure to give us a call, text, email, days, nights, weekends. We've got your back when it comes to moving to Durango.